Greetings and salutations, one and all. Welcome to another Tuesday night right here on the night shift. It's a night we do a thing we call Healthy Love. How you doing? I want to say big ups to those who have it locked on TuneIn Radio, the night shift to DJ Kevin Stew, Ratthebox.net, and all the other affiliates. Big ups to you, those on PEMGTV.com. And of course, the home of the night shift, KevinStew.com. I want to invite you to jump into the stew pot because the water is always fine. Kicking it off with a young lady. Goes by the name of Jessalee. And when I say young, I mean young. It's called SOCA, Soca. Jessalee Caldero. Yeah, you heard me right. Jessalee Caldero. Jessalee Marley Caldero. Touchdown. Just understand, carnival is part of me. Little Jessalee. She's such a sweet little girl. Daughter of Leon Caldero. She's the one that decides that she wants to do this music thing following her daddy's footsteps. Hey, I can't even argue with her. It's not a bad business to be in. It can be rough, but with a daddy like Leon Caldero, hey, you have some good guidance. So it's Healthy Love Night, and this is where we tonight. I can say it's I had never heard of this one. I came across it and I was like, are you kidding me? In this day and age, I'm learning about something that doesn't have a street name. Well, what is the street name for this? What's the layman name for this? It just leaves me baffled, to say the least. Viruses of different kinds can cause numerous diseases. We know this, as well as bacteria, but this particular one is a virus. Some of the viruses, some of the diseases can be irritating. Some of them can be life threatening. And there is the pox virus, which is a precursor to infections like monkeypox. And what we're talking about tonight, Molluscum contagiosum. Contagiosum. I had never ever, prior to coming across this article, heard of Molluscum contagiosum. I've been saying this for the longest while and I still can't wrap my tongue around it. So, what is Molluscum contagiosum? Well, it actually refers to a skin condition caused by a pox virus of the same name. So the pox virus is called Molluscum contagiosum. It sounds like a spell from Harry Potter. But people who have been infected develop lesions or bumps that are called mollusca. And this happens, well, if it's a lesion or a bump, it's on the skin. Hopefully, it is on the skin. But around 10 to 20 bumps may initially appear. And although the number can increase if a person has a weak immune system or has been diagnosed with HIV, it's typically around about there. Children that have molluscum contagiosum develop lesions on their genitals, face, chest, stomach, arms, armpit, and legs. Sexually active teenagers and adults may also have lesions appearing on their genital area and on their inner thighs. Ouch. That cannot be comfortable. Now, just like herpes simplex virus, HSV, molluscum contagiosum can spread from one person to another by way of sexual intercourse. And when a person touches the lesions of an infected person, they could also be infected that way, just by touching the lesions. Sexual intercourse is one of the major reasons why the disease occurs in teenagers and adults, which is kind of puzzling to me. Why? The most common way for the virus to be transmitted, however, is by touching or coming into contact with the infected person's lesions, such as when adults participate in contact sports like football or wrestling. Globally, the incidence of molluscum contagiosum ranges from 2 to 8%, and recent reports indicate that the infection's prevalence continues to rise. In the UK, a 50% increase in molluscum contagiosum was observed between 1998 and 2008. On the other hand, 23% seroprevalence rate was documented in Australia. And as many as 20% of female sex workers from India are affected by the disease. Increase in cases of molluscum contagiosum may be linked to some regional outbreaks. Example, in an outbreak that occurred in East Africa, lesions were found in 17% of the village population and a whopping 52% of children 2 years old and older. Half the children 2 years old or a little bit older had the condition. High prevalence rates of molluscum contagiosum were also found among HIV infected people, especially patients with CD4 cells count that are lower than 200 to 250 cells per microliter of blood. Now, there are ways to prevent molluscum contagiosum from infecting you and the people around you. And we're going to be looking at some of those things also. And we'll be looking at symptoms. We'll be looking at foods that you should try if you've been infected. And we're going to look at some natural remedies to target the lesions and the most effective preventative techniques against the infection. It's no guarantee that they will all work, but we got them. So, first off, to prevent molluscum contagiosum, what do you think you do? 15 minutes after the hour. If you're just tuning in, welcome to the night shift. Tonight it's Tuesday night. We do a thing we call Healthy Love. And of course, by the way, numbers to call, numbers to text: 773-789-STEW, 773-789-7839 gets you in touch. Don't be shy. Of course, there's the stew pot, kevinstew.com. Jump on in, the water is always fine. Judgment free. So, what do you think we do to prevent contagium? Listen, it's molluscum contagiosum. I'm serious. I've never come across this virus ever. And those of you who have been participating in the show, that have been watching, tuning in from time to time, you would know that I talk about a lot of viruses from, let me see, these almost 10 years of doing this show. I've talked about a lot of viruses on this show. But this one is a true first. Molluscum contagiosum. Welcome 440 to the stew pot. Thank you for joining me in there. So, first off, preventative measures. Practicing good hygiene habits is a must to prevent the transmission of molluscum contagiosum. Remember, the virus only lives on the skin. And once the lesions are gone, the virus is gone. So the best way to avoid being infected is to refrain from touching the skin of an infected person. However, there are other ways that you may effectively inhibit a molluscum contagiosum infection. Avoid picking or touching areas of the skin where the lesions exist. Adults should be easier to practice this than children, because typically children are going to touch anyway. They want to touch yours. So why wouldn't they want to touch theirs? But touching increases the risk of spreading the virus to other parts of the body or even to other people. So not because you already have it does it mean that you have it all over your body. Wherever the rashes or the bumps are, apparently that is where the virus is contained to. So avoid touching the spot. Avoid shaving or undergoing electrolysis where you have lesions. Avoid sharing personal items like towels and clothes, brushes, um, and bar soaps. Wait a minute. They said avoid shaving areas where the lesions exist. Why would you want to shave where you have lesions? Wouldn't that be uncomfortable? But I guess I have to say it anyway. Clean and cover the lesions with clothing or bandages so other people will not touch or be able to touch them. Make sure that the infected skin is clean and dry. If there's a low, if there's a low to zero risk of people coming into contact with the lesions, well, at that point you may remove the covers, remove the bandages, remove your clothes, whatever you have covering it. Avoid sexual intercourse if you have lesions on or near the penis, the vulva, the vagina, the anus, or any parts of the other parts of the genitalial area. Genitalial, really? Genital area. do not, do not, do not have sex with people who have been infected with the disease. Sexual transmission of Molluscum contagiosum is common among adults. I guess it's, I got these little bumps right here, but let's get it on. Condoms may not be as effective in preventing the infection because some areas may not be protected by it, possibly causing the disease. So, if you have the rash on your calf, how, pray tell, is a condom going to help you? So, I think you should probably be in quarantine if you have the virus, and especially since it's a part of the pox family. I remember as a teenager, I contracted chicken pox, and I also had exams to do at school. I had to go and do the exams, but when I got to school, I was in a section all by myself. Here's a really interesting thing, though. I don't quite remember how it was that I got to school. I don't remember being taken to transported to. Yes, I did get transported to school. No, I remember. Yes, I did. I didn't have to take the bus. One of the few times in my life that I got transported to school. I had started taking the bus to school from I was about 6 or 7, somewhere around there. My life in Jamaica different from now. I know children as teenagers that have never taken a bus. But I digress. So, yeah, sexual contact. If you have the rash, just wait. You may as well just wait. Washing your hands clean is one of the best ways to prevent molluscum contagiosum. Proper hand washing eliminates germs that have been picked up from other people or unclean surfaces. Since children usually have more hands-on activities with others, meaning they're more likely to touch each other while playing or just talking. They're real hands-on kind of individuals. It's especially important to teach them proper hand washing techniques as early in life as possible. And remember, with children, their hands are always in their faces or in their mouths. Well, I guess I'm kind of a child because my hand always in my face. But let's run through proper hand washing techniques for a moment. Humor me. So you start off with wetting and adding mild soap to your hands. Then you kind of work it in a little bit, work up a lather all the way to the wrists and scrub it up dub for 10 to 15 seconds. The, any of you count when you're washing your hands? I know I don't. I just wash my hands. Make sure you cover all surfaces, including backs of your hands, wrists, between your fingers, and around your the and around and below your fingernails. Rinse hands thoroughly under running water and thoroughly dry your hands. Now it's ideal that you use paper towel to dry your hands. If you're in a public place or and use paper towel to open the door and protect your hands from the germs on the handle. I know I've had situations where no paper towels are available. And I firstly look if there's any part of the door that I can touch that wouldn't normally get touched. Failing all that, I put my hand in my pocket and awkwardly stretch or go over to the toilet stall and roll off some tissue. But typically my hands will not be touching that handle. I don't know what other people have come in before me and did. Come on. Mild soap and warm running water are absolutely important when washing your hands. Not antimicrobial, but antibacterial soaps are best avoided. I'll say it again. Antibacterial soaps are best avoided because they can actually promote development of drug-resistant bacteria. And some antibiotic soaps contain compounds that have been linked to adverse health effects, such as allergies and thyroid dysfunction, endocrine disruption, weight gain, and inflammatory responses in young children. And they may also affect hormone regulation and fetal development in pregnant women. Yes, antibacterial soap can do all that. I don't know whose brilliant idea it was to come out with antibacterial soap. Anyway, just use soap. Anyway, avoid using alcohol-based products. While these have been proven to decrease the bacterial diversity on your hands, they actually may raise the risk for carrying potential pathogens on the hands by eliminating naturally occurring protective species. Don't get it twisted, folk. Your hands, although dirty, they're clean. I'm just saying. Now, to prevent Molluscum contagiosum, avoid using shared sports equipment that may have come in contact, in specifically direct contact, with an infected person's skin. Don't use their towels. Don't use their clothes. Don't use their helmets, their baseball gloves. You even need to avoid their balls. No. Don't even. Don't do it. People who have been diagnosed with Molluscum contagiosum should not participate in contact sports like wrestling and basketball and football unless their lesions are covered. But I wonder this. If the lesions are covered, they're playing sports and they sweat. Isn't that an issue? Swimming is also not recommended while you're infected. If you do swim while you're infected, lesions must be covered with watertight bandages. So either it's life-saving or you wrapped up in some cling wrap. Double time. Personal items like towels, goggles, and swimsuits must not be shared. People share swimsuits? Must not be shared. While kickboards and other water toys can only be used if lesions are concealed by clothing or watertight bandages. If you're wearing clothes covering your lesions, aren't you still at risk of spreading the virus? Because if you're using a bandage, it has to be watertight. But if it's just your clothes, it is fine. See, these are some of the questions that pop into my head. I don't know what kind of questions pop into yours, but I encourage you to ask them. I may not have the answers. More than likely, I don't. But still, share them. Don't keep them to yourself. Jump in the chat room, the stew pot, on kevinstew.com, or call me, or text me, 773-789-STEW, 773-789-7839. Here's what we're going to do. 28 minutes after the hour, we're going to take a quick little break. And when we come back, we'll talk a little bit more, looking at preventative measures for Molluscum Contagiosum. It doesn't really matter how many times I say it. Same problem. We'll be right back.
Pulse Media Group, innovative streaming and recording, has done it again. A new way to get your business in full view of your neighborhood consumer through AdShare TV. It's available in your neighborhood today. It's easy. Just call us 754-999-6020. Become a host today and place a TV monitor in a strategic location so it's easy to see. Get a 1-minute video ad or longer that plays anywhere in our network. Can't be a host? No problem. For a few dollars, we'll run your 30-second video ad. A host can run announcement specials like buy one get one free or discount ads. Let's turn your flyers into a 30-second video with music or a voiceover, or let us create and run your video ad with a spokesperson. Take advantage of our early enrollment discount. Join us today. Your ad will be seen at least 30 times per day in your AdShare TV neighborhood. It's easy. Just call us 754-999-6020. AdShare TV, part of Pulse Media Group.
Are you crazy about the music industry? You aspire to hit it big in music? Or maybe you've sweated out a soulful killer beat and are now stuck finding it's not as easy as it looked. Oh, but it can be easy for you with JTMC. We've been there. We know how it feels. So we solve challenges like production, promotion, marketing, branding and development, and more. With over 30 years of experience, JTMC is a one-stop shop for artists. We handle your graphic design, writing services, PR, as well as event planning, e-blasts, artist management, and bookings, so also your website and social media needs as well. We're experts in using creativity to persuade audiences on behalf of artists, drawing on our diverse experience to create projects that connect with audiences intellectually and emotionally. Artist success is everything to us, and our years of experience and commitment will be behind you for every one of your needs. If you've got music for the world to hear, whether you're a new or established artist, visit us at jtmcenterprise.com.
Roll out with Island Rock Music and have fun. Check out the quality apparel at islandrockmusic.com. Designed for you and your crew. Hear the music, feel the breeze, with selected tracks and more. Available now from the online store at islandrockmusic.com. islandrockmusic.com. Log on today and ride with us.
Stepping, these are roots vibrations. Stepping.
I'm in almost every school bus and classroom. You see me around the neighborhood and you tell me that I'm a pretty good kid. Well, I'm one out of every 5 children in America, and I'm struggling with hunger.
Please visit feedingamerica.org today and find your local food bank for ways to help.
Every dollar you donate helps provide 8 meals for kids like me. We are Feeding America, brought to you by Feeding America and the Ad Council.
Matthew 28:19 says, "Go ye therefore and teach all nations." With this in mind, and encouragement received during a South Florida media conference, The Church Links was birthed. The Church Links is an interdenominational worship service portal for churches, providing the tools to spread the word through technology in a cost-effective way. The Church Links, www.dahchurchlinx.com. Your links to worship and praise.
Hi, this is Cara Manti, and you're listening to DJ Kevin Stew, and this is The Night Shift.
Lift up the vibes with the island. Reach number one, now you're smiling. DJ Kevin, you reach number one, and I say you're smiling from bad mind, and I play it back for the people, them. ED says so. Like she have GPS, cause anytime she want it, she find me in the west. Yes, it seems like she have tracking device, cause she find me twice, Monday and get it twice. She's kinda nice, me don't really mind, so me have to spend some time give her the vibe. She's really fine, caught up on the line, drink up me Guinness and me stone ginger wine. She a ball, when me sink it up, she a ball. Pimp it up, yeah. When me sink it up, yeah. When me pimp it up. She like my acrobatic style and my swagger. Pull her ear, make her neck start swagger dagger. But go after her vex come later. Have you heard about this boy from Jamaica? I can take you to paradise like last night. Now you know why you wait, cause it's so nice. I can make you fly again like last week. When you couldn't touch yourself cause it's so sweet. No rain now fall on. She wet. No breeze now blow on. She wet. She never take a shower on. She wet. I'm in a touch on yeah.
New music from the Island Energy Ambassador.
She love me and she just can't strain. I when me touch her, she freeze and still.
Goes by the name of ED.
She feel the chill. Water and run like don't give a fuck.
The track is called Shea Ball.
Water and flow like mineral bar. Night is the night that she gonna be my love. She a ball. When me sink it up, she a ball. When me pimp it up, she a ball.
I want to say thanks to GMAT Music Solutions for sponsoring this segment of the show. For providing sound, lights, stage production services, musicians, engineers, singers, you name it. 754-307 GMAC is the number that gets you in touch with them. 754-307-4622. You can also visit online gmatmusicsolutions.com, and when you go and you link up, you talk to somebody. Tell them DJ Kevin Stew sent you. You heard it right here on the Night Shift. ED Shea Ball. ED is Island Energy brand ambassador. So, welcome back to those just tuning in. So a couple of people jump into the pot and jump back out. I don't know what happened. But if you tuned in, big ups to you anyway. So we're talking about a virus called the Molluscum contagiosum virus. There is no layman name for it. Haven't come across one. It's all that is known by Molluscum contagiosum. So you could walk around sounding quite learned in the study of medicine by saying, you know a little bit about Molluscum contagiosum. You say it with confidence, you know what I mean? Yeah. For people who come into contact with the Molluscum contagiosum virus, symptoms actually may appear within 1 week. But for some, you have to wait a little bit longer because it could take up to 6 months. The average incubation period for the virus is between 2 and 7 weeks. Now, arguably, the most common indicator of the infection is a small group of painless lesions called mollusca. The bumps may appear alone or as many as 20 in one little area. Some people may develop over 100 papules. And there are some telltale characteristics of the mollusca. They have they tend to be shiny and firm. They have a diameter between 2 and 5 millimeters, or between the size of a pinhead and a pencil eraser. They're flesh colored, white or pink. They're shaped like a dome with a pimple in the middle and have a waxy material in the center. So it could be mistaken for acne, right? So it could be that you have a very bad case of acne. The lesions can appear on the face, abdomen, torso, arms, legs, and almost anywhere except the palms of your hands and the soles of your feet. Now, chicken pox is no respecter of area on the body. This virus, on the other hand, which is, again, a pox family virus, Molluscum contagiosum, does not appear in the palm of the hand or on the sole of the feet. People who have a weakened immune system may have symptoms that are more prominent. The lesions may be as large as 50 millimeters in diameter, roughly the size of a dime, and they may appear more often on the face and are resistant to treatment. Huh. Who would have thunk it? Once you see these symptoms, though, you definitely want to have them checked by a doctor, because the bumps are triggered by the disease and have a distinct appearance. Your doctor may actually diagnose the infection right away just by looking at the affected area. Of course, sometimes further confirmation can be done by skin scraping. A confirmed diagnosis of Molluscum contagiosum is vital because it can help rule out other causes for lesions that may appear on the body. So don't think that because you have a small area of lesions right now that you have Molluscum contagiosum. Do not assume that. But you definitely want to have that checked out. So, if you've contracted the virus, how long does it take to recover? If it can take up to 6 months before it shows, how long can it does it take for you to recover? For people with healthy immune systems, a molluscum contagiosum infection may go away gradually on its own within, you ready for this? 6 to 12 months. So you'll catch the virus in about a day, but it'll take you a year to get rid of it. It may take longer for some to notice the bumps disappear. Usually within a few months, up to a few years before the bumps disappear. If you have immune system problems, the infection may be more persistent and last even longer. Where did this virus come from? Is this one of those engineered viruses? Because these symptoms seem quite engineered to me. Am I wrong? 773-789-7839 gets you in touch. 773-789-STEW. Of course, there's the stew pot available at kevinstew.com. Jump on in. The water is ever fine. Don't worry. You won't get burnt. Judgment-free zone. Judgment-free. Now, when the lesions fade, it means that the Molluscum contagiosum virus is no longer present in the body. And you can no longer spread the virus to other people or to other parts of your body. People previously diagnosed with, I'm going to start calling it MC, Molluscum contagiosum, aren't typically protected against a reinfection. So it doesn't leave you immune to it after you've received it, after you've contracted it. If you are someone you know has been diagnosed with it, then you want to follow the effective prevention techniques to avoid being affected with the disease again. Because it's not just, oh, knock it out the park, I'm good now, I won't get it again. It's not chickenpox. Alright, just to put it out there so that you know. It's not chickenpox. 15 minutes to the top of the hour. So, what is a good diet if you have contracted contagiosum, molluscum contagiosum? What is there a diet, if any, that you'd want to be on? Well, people diagnosed with MC, molluscum contagiosum, I told you I was going to start calling it that, may improve their condition by following a healthy diet, especially if it adds some of the foods that I'm going to mention. No, if it has garlic. Now, the active ingredient in garlic, allicin, not Allison, not the person, allicin, ALLICIN, it contains antiviral and antifungal properties that may assist in destroying certain viruses. However, again, I'll ask this question. If the virus has become antiviral, I almost said antibacterial, antiviral, isn't it already out of control? I'm just wondering. Asking for a friend. That seems to be the trend. You know, everybody's asking for a friend. Nobody asks anything for themselves anymore. I am wondering. All right. So if your diet has turmeric in it, this herb is reported to have antiviral, antibacterial, and anti-inflammatory properties due to the presence of an active ingredient called curcumin. So turmeric is also a good thing to have in your diet. And raw onions. Believe it or not. The juice of raw onions may be used to help heal the lesions. Antiviral agents present in onions are known to assist in healing skin problems. Once you have extracted the juice from the raw onions, apply it over the skin. I've never juiced an onion. Ever. In my life. Juiced an onion. But apparently it can be done. You can also add some raw garlic to the juice that you're drinking to make it more effective. Since both vegetable processes, antibacterial and anti-inflammatory, possess the both vegetables possess antibacterial and anti-inflammatory abilities. In some cases, you can also eat raw onion to make sure that you are better equipped against the virus. Yeah, listen, if you don't like onions, I understand your plight. I like onions. I cannot say that I like them raw. However, if you give me escovitch fish and you put your little sauce with the cut up onions and the carrots and the vinegar and the pepper, I'll eat every onion on that fish. It's weird, I know. I'll claim that. Consuming fiber-rich foods may be a good way to address Molluscum contagiosum, since this nutrient cleanses the body of toxins. You can increase your fiber intake by eating high quantities of fresh, organically grown, and GMO-free vegetables. Things like spinach, kale, collard greens, and other leafy greens. Greens, beans, tomato, no. Spinach, kale, collard greens. All in the same family. You can also juice fiber-rich fruits and vegetables to help you flush out the toxins and pathogens from the body. Organic whole psyllium husk, green beans, cauliflower, Brussels sprouts, and broccoli are other fiber-rich foods you can consider. But again, remember, portion sizes are important. You can't just say you're going to randomly go ahead and overdose. You know, you're gonna have a lot of whichever one, the garlic or the onions, or moderation. Because if there's one thing people will sometimes do, especially when it comes to things of the nature of onions and garlic, they may get carried away. Funny enough, it's not that. Yeah, they definitely will stick to the recommended amount. They'll get carried away. Take time, relax, portion size, portion out your thing. You don't have to worry too hard. And all being well, you should be fine. 10 minutes to the top of the hour, 10 minutes before we take another break. Now, another recommendation when it comes to fighting the virus is drink a lot of water. Because not only will it help to eliminate or flush out the toxins and the viruses, but it also helps to keep body fluids from becoming too viscous and assist in circulating nutrients and blood in the body. Stay hydrated. While most research has stated that people may benefit from drinking 6 to 8 glasses of water, it's not a one-size-fits-all standard. Don't get it twisted. Water requirements vary depending on factors like health status, activity level, climate, and there are a few other things that play a role in how much water your body needs. If you want to find out exactly how much you'll need to drink, just listen to your body. You can use your thirst to know how much water you need to drink daily. And if you need to, you could even go further by observing your urine color. If you have a pale yellow urine, and again, taking vitamins can affect the color of your urine, so you might want to take note of that also. But a pale yellow urine, it says, okay, your body is properly hydrated. A dark yellow? Come on, let's get with it. Drink up some water. Because if not, I am not performing CPR. I'm just saying. Not that I can't. I'm just not.
If you can't hear, you must have it feel, must have it feel. Can't hear, you must have it feel, so take it. If you can't hear, you must have it feel, must have it feel. Can't hear, you must have it feel. Hey, ideas, better change it. Ideas, if you
This is Hopetown Lindo. Track called Hard Ears.
up on the street before Babylon turn up the heat. Ideas.
Now, is it Sly and Robbie featuring Hopetown Lindo, or is it Hopetown Lindo featuring Sly and Robbie?
If you can't hear, you must have it feel, must have it feel. Can't hear, you must have it feel, so take it. If you can't hear, you must have it feel, must have it feel. Can't hear, you must have it feel. Hey, ideas, better change your ways. Ideas, if you want to see longer days. Ideas, time to come off of the street before Babylon turn up the heat. Ideas, better change your ways. Ideas, if you want to see longer days. Ideas, time to stop one road before killy come down your food. Stick must be broken out your ears, make you can't hear. I chat about you a gangster and don't hear. Young but you no know no storm. Prison life but no false alarm. Gunshot a lick and it no respect no one, so you better change your direction before you end up in a police station or a worse situation. Ideas, better change your ways. Ideas, if you want to see longer days. Ideas, time to come off of the street before Babylon turn up the heat. Ideas, you better change your ways. Ideas, if you want to see longer days. Ideas, time to stop one road before killy come down your food. Build up your family, refusing to quit. Greed over blood money, tell me is it worth it? I chat about you a bad boy, hey, and I ride like a cowboy. But time longer than rope, don't take it for joke. Check yourself before you wreck yourself and watch what you spoke. It's not too late to take advice, so listen to the words of the wise. Hey, ideas, you better change your ways. Ideas, if you want to see longer days. Ideas, time to come off of the street before Babylon turn up the heat. Ideas, you better change your ways. Ideas, if you want to see longer days. Ideas, time to stop one road before killy come down your food. You can't hear, you must have to feel, must have to feel. If you can't hear, you must have to feel, so take it. Can't hear, you must have to feel, must have to feel. You can't hear, you must have to feel. Oh, yeah. Ideas, better change.
Yeah, what's in the dark must come out in the light, sight.
4 minutes to the top of the hour.
Show me just one, show.
No, it's not musical therapy yet.
What happened yesterday cannot happen
This is on a Bingy Blaze. It's called One True Friend.
Hey, a long time me mama did that one about them. Show me just one true friend. So what happened yesterday cannot happen again. Show me just one true friend. Hey, a long time the elders did that one about them. One multitude, a pure backstabber.
We're gonna be going into the break just a few moments. When we come back, we're gonna look at the ideal treatment for Molluscum Cotagiosum.
Just and no other.
951, welcome to the show.
And behind your back them say murder. Thanks to revelation, praises to Jah. That one you're not gonna further. Just one true friend. So what happened yesterday cannot happen again. Show me just one true friend. Hey, a long time me mama did that one me about them. Show me just one true friend. So what happened yesterday cannot happen again. Show me just one true friend. Hey, a long time the elders did that one me about them. When the truth bust out, sometimes it hurt. Can't believe for the same one when me apart with from birth. One thing, destroy me soul and kick me off of the earth. Me did hear and say a lie to blouse and skirt. When you have money, only for them come rate you. When you don't have no money, all your brother hate you. Them a complain about Judas, them a the same way too. That's why the general say him no trust him, him no certain. Just show me who is who in these times. Just show me who is true in these times. Just show me who is who. Just show me just one true friend. So what?
Hey 380, welcome.
Cannot happen again. Show me just one true.
We're gonna take a quick little break.
A long time.
When we come back, we'll look at the ideal treatment for Molluscum contagiosum.
So what happened yesterday cannot happen again. Show me just one true friend. Hey, a long time the elders did that one me about.
Show me just one true friend.
But I'm no fool, just fun.
Do you have one?
Say about you, but I no care with them a say. I no care with them a do a Rastafari where I and I come push through. Just give me one true warrior, please step it.
And my idea of a true friend and your idea of a true friend may be two different ideas.
For the one the big the idea ma go fall in a it. One true friend. So what?
But if that person is there for you through thick and thin, not telling you what you want to hear, that might actually be your one true friend. I'm just saying.
So what happened yesterday cannot happen again. Show me just one true friend.
Don't go anywhere if you do. Bring back some friends with you. Gonna take a quick little break. We'll be right back. Matthew 28:19 says, "Go ye therefore and teach all nations." With this in mind, and encouragement received during a South Florida media conference, The Church Links was birthed. The Church Links is an interdenominational worship service portal for churches, providing the tools to spread the word through technology in a cost-effective way. The Church Links, www.dahchurchlinx.com. Your links to worship and praise. When being in the moment is priceless, consider the ability to share that moment. If you can video it, you can broadcast it. And Pulse E-Media Group has the tools you need. Weddings, birthdays, funerals, graduations, church services, parties, seminars, you name it. Pulse E-Media Group can provide you with a secure medium controlled by you to broadcast your event. Contact us at www.pulsemediagroup.com for more information. Pulse E-Media Group, when being in the moment is priceless.
JTMC Music presents the highly anticipated, much talked about, The Juggling Rhythm Volume 1. This classic rhythm takes on a new life with tracks from both established artists and introduced introduces some incredible new voices. Get your dancing shoes ready with the Juggling Rhythm, featuring international reggae dancehall artist Mr. Vegas, alongside Ian Sweetness, Ed Robinson, Jack Radix, Hezron, Dangling, Joanna Marie featuring Galaxy B, Denny Ranks featuring Jawiz, Ambalik, Christine Alicia, Yishka. Also the new sensations on the rhythm: Seal, Danger Lee, Marquis Skellenar, Zachary. Available on all digital media outlets. The Juggling Rhythm. Get it, get it, get it.
Hey, I'm representing for DJ Kevin Stew, working on the night shift radio show. Won't go changing like the weather, just to please the devil never. Will DJ Kevin Stew sell his soul? That's a word and honor. It's Christine representing word and honor. Selassie DJ Kevin Stew.
Pick up the phone, baby. Missing your calls, baby. Making me feel like I did something to get you caught up in your feelings. Funny how you try to play me. Used to be the one you needed daily. GTA stole everything away. You never call me anymore, just to say hello. Check up on me, no. You haven't called me in quite some time. Just left me behind. Must have lost your mind. I was there when you were jumping off the wall. Used to care, now you've got a wall. But I know when that hotline blinks, you come running back. Messages on my machine saying that you want me back. They steady trying to play me. Thought I was the one you needed daily. GTA stole everything away. You never call me anymore, just to say hello. Check up on me, no. You haven't called me in quite some time. Just left me behind. Must have lost your mind.
If you're just tuning in, I want to welcome you to the show. Those of you who've been hanging with me, welcome back. This is new music from a young lady goes by the name of Shaylin B.
It's fine, you never call me anymore, just to say hello. Check up on me, no. You haven't called me quite.
She was hanging out at the Oscars on Sunday.
Must have lost your mind.
I posted some nice pictures on social media. Watch out for this one. The track is called Call Me. She goes by the name Shaylin B. Alright, so we're talking about Molluscum contagiosum. And again, I don't know why it is that they couldn't come up with a street name for this virus, but hey, it is what it is. People who have been diagnosed with, I should say, Molluscum contagiosum may actually not need to treat the lesions if they have a healthy immune system. They may not need to treat them. The bumps may fade without medical intervention, and it'll be gone, lickety split, everybody will be fine. However, there are some adults and some children who may need to undergo treatment for the virus. It's just the way it is. And that usually happens if there are large lesions on the face and neck, if they have an existing skin disease, serious concerns about spreading the virus, or a weak immune system due to HIV or cancer treatment drugs. There are some procedures that may be recommended to get rid of Molluscum contagiosum, and procedures such as cryotherapy, where you have liquid nitrogen used to freeze the lesions, or curettage. The doctor uses a small tool to pierce the bump and scrape it off the skin. That cannot be fun at all. Give me some cryotherapy. I'll cry as I go through the therapy. But give me some cryotherapy. I don't want to do this curettage thing, no. Well, there's probably less chance of me crying going through that therapy. Liquid nitrogen, freeze it off, should be quick and painless, right? Then there's laser therapy, where lasers are utilized to destroy the bumps, and topical ointments, which are creams that contain acids and chemicals that are applied to the bumps to promote healing of the skin. Don't be frightened by the fact that they're acids. Not all acids are that bad. It's just what is needed to take care of the lesions. Now, these conventional cures for Molluscum contagiosum can be painful, and they can cause scarring. And they may also require the use of anesthesia, not the topical creams, and maybe not laser, but the others. Now, before attempting treatments for Molluscum contagiosum, you need to talk to your doctor to know what is best for your situation. Again, there's no real one-size-fits-all to this thing. Women who are pregnant, planning to become pregnant, or are breastfeeding must inform their doctor about their condition before taking medication, especially medication for this. And I think that kind of puts them in a ticklish position. Now, if they're pregnant, well, you don't want to introduce anything to the body that could be potentially harmful to the baby. But I would think that some of these treatments you'd be able to just kind of knock them out real quick. Boom, boom, boom. Depending on where you are in the pregnancy, ladies. And both you and the baby should have time to recover without serious damage. Let me say serious damage, because a lot of times mothers are prescribed these drugs and they said, oh, no harm to the baby. And when the child is born, it is something else, and then they turn around asking you, so tell me the history of your family as it relates to this. And there's no history, and they go, oh, what? There has to be some. But again, I digress. There are a few natural treatments that you could do for Molluscum contagiosum. If you are someone you know has been diagnosed with the virus, it is recommended that you try some of these home remedies first. Try some apple cider vinegar. Apple cider vinegar contains antibacterial and antiviral qualities and could help in eliminating the virus. Coconut oil also is antibacterial and antiviral, but is also antifungal. And this could help to reduce inflammation. Aloe vera and aloe vera gel is often used to address skin infections and conditions. Numerous substances that compose it are known to help heal and soothe the skin. Plus, aloe vera is antiviral in nature. So, if you experience lesions, you may utilize high quality commercially available gel extract to address them. Me personally, I would suggest finding the plant, cutting off a leaf, cutting it down the middle, rubbing it on, and you should be good to go. I remember when I was a child, I used to have serious acne issues. And every now and then I'd go into the backyard, cut off a piece of aloe vera, peel it, rub it on. Look at me now. Well, let's just say it worked a little bit. Just a little bit. Mine was really bad. Australian lemon myrtle. Ever heard of it? A study in the journal Biomedicine and Pharmacology noted that applying 10% solution of Australian lemon myrtle once a day helps reduce the symptoms of this infection by 90% or more. Those sound like good statistics. Can work with that. But all in all, you want to consult your doctor before you do any of these natural remedies to make sure that your body can tolerate them when used frequently. It's not a given. You just need to make sure. Now, there are also 2 essential oils that you could possibly use. There are tea tree oil, and when it is used in tandem with iodine, it can be useful in healing the lesions caused by Molluscum contagiosum. And oregano oil. Research has it that oregano oil possesses the abilities of antioxidants because of compounds like thymol, terpenes, and carvacrol. It is anti-inflammatory, so it would assist with the addressing the wounds and the infections. And it is immune boosting, so it will help promote better immune system health to fight the virus. And again, before you go off using the essential oils, talk to your doctor. Take an allergen patch test to see if you're allergic to anything that are any of the ingredients, any of the properties of these oils or natural remedies. Because if you have allergic reactions to any of these substances, it's only logical that you stop, right? Don't use it. Because now you're ending up with another problem. You don't want to do that. So go ahead and do your little test, If you have to test on a small area of your body inconspicuously, then that is what you need to do. But it's not all about getting whatever over-the-counter drug or prescription drug there is. They're natural fighters. They're natural things that you can use. Natural treatments to fight the Molluscum contagiosum virus. I bet you won't forget that virus. And if you do forget it, you won't forget it for too long. I am pretty sure of that one. Alright, so 15 minutes after the hour, I want to thank JTMC for sponsoring this segment of the show. Big ups to JTMC for coming through on that. They can provide you with tour management services, bookings, promotions, event management, social media management, and all you have to do is give them a call. 678-793-8800, 678-793-8800. Give them a little call and tell them I sent you. Now, don't expect too much with using my name, but tell them I sent you. I figured we can do a little early musical therapy tonight, yeah?
Now our people shall arise. Now we stand up for our rights. If Jah is for us, who can be against us? If Jah is for us, the wicked can never ever prosper. If Jah is for us, who can be against us?
This is Christina Alicia. A track called Jah is for us.
Once you know the truth of who you are, what's your worth? You rise beyond the lies they planted from your birth. Revelation cannot hide, and the truth can never die. Jah, Jah, children, now arise. We stand up for our rights. If Jah is for us, who can be against us? If Jah is for us, the wicked can never ever prosper. If Jah is for us, who can be against us? If Jah is for us, the wicked can never ever prosper. If Jah is for us, children never beg for bread. Children never beg for bread. Children never beg for bread. Children never beg for bread.
20 minutes after the hour, this is on a J.E. The track is called Both Feet. The video for this recently released, you can check it out.
Strategic default was your way at getting by. It just took one more shove to push me past the point of no return. One more disrespect and dollar just to make me see. One more selfish act to show me that you were not sincere. You relied upon my blood, sweat, and tears. I've had enough. My cup is full, and there's no more room for bullshit. You took until there was no more, but now I both feet on the floor. I've had enough. My cup is full, and there's no more room for bullshit. You took until there was no more, but now I both feet on the floor.
Good evening, Novelty. sound of GAE track called Both Feet.
My cup is full, and there's no more room for bullshit. You took until there was no more, but now I both feet on the floor. Now I both feet on the floor. Now I both feet on the floor. Now I both I'm going home. Yes, I am. The first thing tomorrow. Yes, I'm going home. Oh yeah, the first thing tomorrow.
Why wait until tomorrow? You can go home right now. This is the sound of Novelty. Track called Going Home. You must have known that I had your song queued up.
So long I've been living. Yes, I have. In wants and sorrow. So long I've been living, yeah. On beggings and borrow. I'm gonna get my own. That's why I'm going home on the first morning train.
You have ESPN Novelty.
So long I've been living, yes I have, in wants and sorrows. Too long I've been living, yeah, on beggings and borrows. Now I'm gonna get my own, my very own. That's why I'm going home on the first morning train. Morning train, on the morning train. Morning train, on the morning train. Morning
The thickest makeup your sweetest smile, those pretty eyes could not disguise the hurt you feel inside. Young girl, said I don't wanna see you crying in the rain.
Pull up that DJ Kevin, Sentinel say that.
This is new music coming at you from Hezron. A track called Young Girl.
The thickest makeup your fancy dressed up
28 minutes after the hour.
could not hide the scars inside. Your sweetest smile, those pretty eyes could not disguise the hurt you feel inside. Young girl, young girl, young girl, young girl.
29 minutes to the top of the hour. So I have about 27 before I get out of here. This segment is brought to you courtesy of Sir Rockwell and the Wake Up and Live show. Thanks to Sir Rockwell for sponsoring this segment of the show. The Wake Up and Live show comes to you at 7 a.m. Eastern Time on rockthebox.net. In the background, looping the song that I became familiar with Wild Tree when they did this recording. Their rendition of If I Didn't Know Any Better.
Before I could run, I found you.
A little cameo by Annette Brissett later on down the song. Catch it.
I know this is just a customary feeling. The moon is our deceiver that will leave you running blind. Your heart is falling. If I didn't know any better, I'd be falling deeper and deeper. It's true. I hear you calling. If I didn't know any better, and I'd be in love with you. Didn't want to look in the eyes of the one that I would be drawn to. I'm a moth lost in a fire. I know this is just a beautiful illusion, a case of the confusion between love and desire. Your heart is falling. If I didn't know any better, I'd be falling deeper and deeper. It's true. I hear you calling. If I didn't know any better, I'd be in love with you.
The story of Wild Tree is one of those amazing stories. Three longtime friends, two of which got married. All loving music, doing it together for years. That's a real story of Wild Tree right there. There's Annette. This is Marlon Farquharson. I know some people scratching their heads. Who? Familiar with Vision Band? Vision Band is the band that appears at 5 o'clock somewhere on a Sunday evening. And on Tuesday evenings at Blue Martini down in Fort Lauderdale on Sunrise Boulevard. And coming up in, 2 weeks? Next week. 2 weeks. Hezron will be performing alongside Vision Band at Blue Martini. Marlon is a gitsy. His rendition of Perfect. Hello again, 440.
Be alright this time, darling. Just hold my hand, be my girl, I'll be your man. I see my future in your eyes. 'Cause baby, I'm dancing in the dark with you between my arms, barefoot on the grass, listening to my favorite song. When I saw you in that dress, looking so beautiful, I don't deserve this. You look perfect tonight. Oh, 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 ta-da-da-da, ta-da-da-da.
From the first time that I laid my eyes, you got me wondering what a feeling so revealing. You got me thinking,
This is the maestro,
how could this be?
Benji Myers.
You and me,
Track called Hooked on You.
our lives together, even through the stormy weather. You got me hooked on you. I don't know what I'm gonna do without your love. Oh yes, I mean it. You got me hooked on you. I don't know what I'm gonna do without your love. Oh yes, I mean it.
I say big ups to my sister from another mister.
And forever, let's stay together, even through the fire.
And thank you for that show earlier, MJ.
This is how our love should be. And I know that we've got places to go.
Ladies and gentlemen, you definitely want to catch Melissa Jane
Love can grow.
on Tuesdays and Thursdays.
That you know what I'm trying to say.
For now, you can catch her on Facebook Live,
How do you
but it won't last long.
You get me hooked on you. I don't know what I'm gonna do.
She'll be back on Thursday, 9 till 10.
Yes, I mean it.
Melissa Jane Show.
Got me hooked on you. I don't know what I'm gonna do without you. Oh, yes, I mean it. Ooh-wee. From the first time that I laid my eyes, you got me wondering what a feeling so revealing. You've got me thinking, how could this be? You and me, sharing our lives together, even through the stormy weather.
Yeah, his instrumentals are crazy, MJ.
We've got places to go. I know that.
The things this man does on that bass guitar, let me tell you. I started watching Benji live back in, I would say 2000, 2001.
Gonna do without your love. Oh yes, I mean it. You got me hooked on you. I don't know what I'm gonna do without your love. Oh yes, I mean it.
Right, MJ, you're doing scholarships on Thursday.
I don't know what I'm
Yep, you don't want to miss that.
without your love. Oh yes, I mean it, baby. You've got me hooked on you. I don't know what I'm gonna do without you. Oh yes, I mean it.
I so much to say, but in the least most simple way, I love you.
This is the sound of Anne Marie.
And so to show you how I care, I thank you.
track called Thank You.
I just wanna say thank you for the many things you've done.
You're welcome.
For having faith in me more than anyone. And when people would have bad things to say and try to tear me down in the worst possible way, honey, you stood right by me, and that's how love is supposed to be. I just wanna say thank you for the many things you've done. Thank you for the many things you've done. La 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 la. I have so much to give, so for as long as I should live, I love you. I have so much to do just to prove my love is true, 'cause I thank you. Lord knows I was headed down here till you came along. Now suddenly life is a song. This happy song I just love to sing, especially for the joy it brings. Sugar, you stood up for me, and that's how love is supposed to be. I just wanna say thank you for the many things you've done. Thank you for the many things you've done. La 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 la. Thank you for the many things you've done. You've been good to me, and I for the many things you've done. Stood up like the strongest tree. Thank you for the many things you've done. This is what happens when you live. I just wanna thank you. I miss you at night when I gaze upon the stars, wishing that I could hold you tightly in my arms. I long for your touch and your warmth,
15 minutes at the top of the hour.
to look into your eyes and see that smile upon your face. I miss you on the day
This is the sound of Lady Tia.
discover the sun, knowing that we will.
Track called Come Back Home.
Please tell me how to mend this broken heart. Now my world is shattered and torn all apart. How do I find hope in this brand new day? Since the one I love has turned and gone away, baby, I miss you. Please come back home. I miss you. No longer will I roam. Really miss you. This house is not a home. Please come back home.
Not a problem, sis.
I need to win back your love and rebuild our trust. Waiting to hold you again. This is an absolute love. I give everything to turn back the hands of time. Back in the days when you were mine, all mine. Baby, I miss you. Please come back home. I miss you. No longer will I roam. Really miss you. This house is not alone. Please come back
This is King Litty. Track called Working Woman.
Woman, you got it going on. Working woman, you got a great plan. Working woman, you are so strong. Working woman, keep pushing on. Working every day now, working until you get it all done. Working, make that bread now, working all day long. Working every day now, working until you get it all done. Working, make that bread now, working all night long. With good worth ethic and great personality, doing your part to make it better for your family. Your children won't be home crying for hunger. The need to care for them will make you stronger. Working every day now, working until you get it all done. Working, make that bread now, working all day long. Working every day now, working until you get it all done. Working, make that bread now, working all night long. Please don't work too hard. You must wisely play your card. You can do it, I know. 'Cause you are the star of your show.
10 minutes to go.
All my pictures
10 minutes to the top of the hour.
seem to fade to black and white. Oh yeah,
This is Ed Robinson.
I'm growing tired, and time stands.
That is gonna be around in Fort Lauderdale come the 13th.
Frozen here on the ladder of my life.
Yeah, that was some good Gitsy on Working Woman, wasn't it?
It's much too late to save myself from falling. So I took a chance and changed your way of life. Yeah. But you misread my meaning when I met you. So close the door and left me blinded by the light. Oh, don't let the sun go down on me, no. Although I search myself, it's always someone else I see. see me once and see the way I feel. See the way I feel. Yeah. Don't discard me just because you think I mean you harm. Oh, no. But these cuts I had, oh, they need love to help me heal. Oh, don't let the sun go down on me, no. Don't let the sun. Although I search myself, it's always someone else I see. Just allow the black man off your mind to wander free. But like losing everything, it's like the sun going down on me, yeah. Don't let the sun go down on me, no.
I've been waiting for you. I wanna know, do you love me too? 'Cause it's so crazy.
Let me just keep the New York connection going.
Been waiting patiently. I wanna know what's the deal.
This is China Nicole.
'Cause I feel
Anything for you. Before that, we heard from Ed Robinson, his rendition of Don't Let the Sun.
and I do. Oh, I wish I didn't have a thing for you. Hey, do you remember the days we would walk in the park? We were so in love. I don't know how we fell apart. 'Cause I swear I haven't changed, and my love remains the same. Do I still appeal to you? Do you still have that flame? It's unbearable, and I wish I didn't have a thing for you. Hey, hey,
You know what I wanna do? What you wanna do, baby? I just wanna hold you right now. Oh, baby. Come a little closer.
5 minutes to the top. Which means I really have 4 here, so I'm just gonna bounce out with this one. The sound of Yishka, his rendition of My. I want to thank you each and everyone for tuning in. Remember, tomorrow night, I'm back here 10 till midnight, a Real Talk Wednesday. Let's see if I can finally get this topic in. Decision versus choice. Great minds think alike, MJ, and fools seldom differ. I don't know. Thanks again to Sarah Rockwell and the Wake Up and Live show for sponsoring the musical therapy segment. Sarah Rockwell kicks it off tomorrow morning on rockthebox.net. 7 till 11. The Wake Up and Live show, 7 o'clock. It's a giving thanks segment. You don't want to miss it. Good night, MJ. Good night, Novelty.
You sure look good tonight, and you're so damn fine. You got me saying my. You sure look good tonight. After all this time. You sure look good tonight, and you're so damn fine. You got me saying my. You sure look good tonight. After all this time, I wanna make love all night long, make love till the break of dawn. Baby girl, I love everything about you, baby. The way you walk, the way you talk, the way you smile, the way you make me feel so good inside, baby. I wanna make love all night long, till the break of dawn. I'm so proud to be with you. I'm so proud that you love me too. Oh, baby, I wanna spend the rest of my life loving you. You're the only one that I wanna come home.
Good night 440, good night 951. Everybody else, you take care. Good morning, good night, good afternoon, wherever you are in the world. Blessings. When being in the moment is priceless, consider the ability to share that moment. If you can video it, you can broadcast it. And Pulse E-Media Group has the tools you need. Weddings, birthdays, funerals, graduations, church services, parties, seminars, you name it. Pulse E-Media Group can provide you with a secure medium controlled by you to broadcast your event. Contact us at www.pulsemediagroup.com for more information. Pulse E-Media Group, when being in the moment is priceless.